For testing different amounts of weight on the nose. I don't think the nose is the answer. It's got to be like somewhere else. Go. All right. Let's see how it flies. Oh wow. I might like this. This might be even better. Wow, yeah, that felt nice. Yeah, let's try in 3. So I feel like I am asking more, especially to go right cyclic. The only thing you can't do is trim each direction, so I cannot trim one half and not the other of the same axis. I think this thing just needed extra weight. It's underweighted out of the box, and probably the center of gravity isn't good. Let's do 2 clicks forward, 2, 3 to the right. My hands were not on the stick there, and it was okay until it got some of its own rotor wash. I mean, literally changing the direction on this thing makes it move. Like with the tail, I mean. We went over that already. But this feels pretty good right now. Some more turn forward. And sudden movements are not the friend of the bow. So let's try it in mode 1. Yeah, this feels good in mode 1. Oh wow, like it feels pretty good, guys. And all I did is I took one of my bits out of my little bit driver kit. You know what I'm talking about, the screwdriver bits. They probably all weigh approximately the same, minus like some are cut differently. This one, I don't even know what it is. It had 2 skinny ends on it. I didn't look at it too hard. It's not one I use, so I'm going to put it on as a test. And I'm not disappointed right now. This was the answer. Oh, we had a little toilet bowl because I let off with the stick heavy. That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of it is, be easy with your movement or your inputs. This one flies more like a scale helicopter than it does a toy. That's why you can crash it by over asking. Like it's, whoa, you can nose it over. You can definitely get it to go more than it physically can, and crash it. Yeah, like there. So instead of asking like 100%, ask 2%, like you would in probably real life. I don't know. I'm not a pilot, but. Be easy with the inputs, more gradual. And when you see it tilt in, like it's like, it's naturally, you want to keep the momentum going in whatever direction. So when if I make an abrupt stop, I can just immediately pick up again, watch. Versus if I abrupt stop, well, that was actually pretty nice. Let's do a sloppy abrupt stop. Wow, it's just really nice now, guys. I can't even get it to fly bad. Like, I'm purposely trying to get it to do the toilet bowl. That's the answer. I mean, I'm going to put this up on RC Area on Facebook because, wow, it feels so much better. And granted, I have a lot of time, a lot of hours flying this one. Oh, getting a little bit sloppy. Call it being sloppy. Look at that nose in circling past the table, no problem, like around the truck. Let's see if I can put it on the table. This is my last battery, I think, so the video is going to be everything. And I might cut it into 3 sections because I feel like this went on for a while. Guys, it feels fantastic. Here it is. There's the answer. I'm just going to heat shrink one right there and leave it. It's just going to be part of the vehicle now. I might try different weights and see if I find one I like even better. But guys, that flew fantastic. That was flying great. My Frankenstein BO-105. BO-105. Let me get the camera on it. There it is. This is a great little flyer with the right love. I mean, we have a love-hate relationship, me and this one. And you know, something else I did. You know, this one sounds different than the stock one. This is a blade off of the C-138, which is a larger blade. So that means this motor is probably not. Maybe it's more efficient. Because with the other one, it spins faster, but it makes it sound like a bee also. It's like, bee! You know, that one, the stock one screams. This one's way quieter. And with 4 blades, it's actually pretty quiet. It sounds kind of like a vacuum cleaner, but it's pretty quiet indoors. Or outside, you don't even hear it from 5 or 6 feet. It goes whisper quiet real quick, especially like over grass and stuff, anything that's going to eat reflections. Yeah, it's silent. Like I'll have in ground effect cruising, and once it's 5-10 feet past me, it's very quiet, inaudible, whatever. All right, I'm gonna end the video because it's 33 minutes. Like I said, I might chop it into 3 sections. I might just keep this last part, but I mean the proof's in the pudding. In the long form, you can see the difference from one test to the other. So I'm gonna lock these settings in. Locked them in, and the way you do that is on this stick. You do a long press down. Okay, now it's flashing. This is head speed here. Up, if you push it towards the right, it'll add head speed. If you go left, it'll decrease head speed. This will trim, of course, right stick, left stick, and the cyclic. Yeah, you can see it's still moving them around. And then, oddly though, it has no true collective. But when you increase or decrease head speed, it will maintain altitude. So you tell me, guys, it's sharing collective over here, or we just can't see it until the blades are active. I mean, maybe that's it. But I mean, it modulates the head speed when I add and decrease collective. But when we add head speed here, it'll hold altitude, which tells me somehow it's modulating the blades too in a collective. So I think it does both, and I think that has part why this thing has such a weird character when you're flying it. Like when you're trying to decrease altitude and maneuver in certain ways, it just can't because you're asking it to do too many things, or it can only do it in a limited capacity. So learning to fly it, you know, like if you go hard in stick left and forward or right and forward, you'll get it to do a hard tilt, which reduces altitude. And if you do that at the same time while you do a hard stick down, you can get it to go into a rapid decline and lose a lot of altitude real fast. Then you can drop the stick back to center, which you can imagine is like your neutral position where you would hold a hover. That's what it's going to do. As soon as you drop stick, it's going to want to try to hold a hover wherever you are at. And if you're doing that with down speed, it's going to pop back up. So you can, I mean, you can start whipping it around similarly to the way you would like a hobby grade helicopter. It doesn't feel like any of the other ones from our Sierra, and that is why this one is probably my favorite for now. I mean, I do like all of them in their own way. Like the Huey has its own character, like it floats. I mean, it holds hover great, but I'm saying like when you bring it in, it'll just keep rolling until you tell it like, okay, I need to add input to bring it back. Like it'll just, wherever you're going, and if you turn the tail, it'll just keep going and wherever it was going. So it has its own, you know, they all have their own characters. I don't know how to describe that, but, and it's funny because they're just scaled toys. They're little scaled versions of the actuals, and they have totally different characters. And oddly, like I have this one in sim, and I have the C-138 in sim, and I fly both of them in their scaled formats, and I play them in the sim. And I'm not making it up, but like this, definitely the C-138 flies like the little one does. It flies like the little one does. Anyhow, I'm gonna end the video.